Cthulhu, I have a question, but it's not for you. It's for you. Do you rewatch movies? Do you reread books? Do you listen to the same songs over and over and over again? Well, I don't know you and I can't hear what you said through the internet, but I'm going to assume you do because I do, and that is a sample size enough, one person. I really enjoy things, as I'm going to assume you do as well, and sometimes you just like to enjoy those things more than once, right? It deepens your appreciation of whatever it is you're watching or reading or listening to. I don't know what you do. So I'm going to get real cozy in my spot, right? I'm gonna get in real close, and I'm gonna ask you, do games need to be replayable? And I would like to clarify what I mean by that. What I mean is, does a game need to be designed with replaying it in mind? Does a game need to be made in a way that replaying it is beneficial to you beyond just enjoying the game? Look, I have been playing Remnant 2, and yes, that will be a video that will be coming at some point because here's the thing, it's really good and I love it and it's super amazing, but playing Remnant 2 has got me thinking about something because replaying Remnant is core. It is built directly into the game's mechanics. Its random map, dungeon, and boss generation makes it literally impossible for you to see everything that the game has available in one playthrough. The game is designed so that you replay it. You see new areas and new dungeons and new bosses, and you play it over and over, and you grind out the different weapons and the different hidden bosses and the ways you can kill bosses to get different weapons. It asks you to grind this over and over again to then make a build that is strong enough to handle the game on its higher difficulties. That is the gameplay loop for Remnant. And so because of that, in order to see everything the game has to offer, I'd say you'd have to play Remnant 2 probably 3 or 4 times. So it's got me thinking about something that's tossed around a lot in game reviews and just the online gaming circle, and that is replay value. You've probably heard this phrase tossed around a lot, but I kind of have my own definition for it, and I define replay value as the benefit you get from playing the game more than once. Does that make sense? Let me give you some examples. FromSoft games have replay value because of their multiple endings, their hidden loot, their hidden quest lines. Just the fact that you get so much build variety, but you have to play the game over and over again to find different things and create different builds, that is replay value. Resident Evil games have replay value because they score your game at the end based on a bunch of different factors. So the game is incentivizing you to get better and to play it in different ways. They also have a myriad of challenges that you can unlock, and these challenges will get you different guns, different weapons, different costumes that will shake up the gameplay on your subsequent playthroughs, going for different scores. And I mean, let's be honest here, one of gaming's biggest genres for the past decade has been roguelikes. Games whose entire principle is built upon playing as far as you can to unlock things that will help you on your next playthrough. Games like Hades, Loop Hero, Risk of Rain, Dome Keeper, Enter the Gungeon, Cult of the Lamb. Look, I could keep going, but I think you get the point. Replaying games has been a really big part of gaming culture for the past 15 years. So I'm curious, do games need replay value? Do games need to be built to hold your attention for as long as possible, whether they're multiplayer online games or single player games? I often hear that people don't get their money's worth if they don't see a reason to replay a game, if it has no replay value. And that's because they spent their hard-earned money on that game and they want to get as much time as possible out of that game. And I can understand that. But at the same time, I'm gonna circle back to what I asked you at the beginning of the video. Do you rewatch movies? Do you reread books? Do you listen to the same songs? And if you do, why? And the answer is probably because they're good movies, they're good books, they're good songs that you want to experience and enjoy them again. Maybe you want to reevaluate them, maybe you want to dig into them and just experience them more than once. Every now and again, there's also a story that will come along that will recontextualize everything that you have experienced up until that point. Everything that you enjoyed about that will be completely flipped on its head. And in that case, it can be very beneficial to go back and re-experience it with this newfound outlook, this new context to what you're watching, but that is not every story. So why do I hear people say that it needs to be every game? I have heard people diminish the quality of a game because it is a short game that you don't really get to replay a lot. You know, they're like, well, I spent $30 on this game, I played it for 2 hours and I don't get to replay it. And it's like, is that a problem? Some of the most powerful memories in gaming that I have are from games that I've only ever played once. What Remains of Edith Finch is a game that broke me. I love it. I recommend it to everyone I can that is even intrigued in an indie story-driven walking simulator, and I refuse to play it. I will never play it again. Firewatch is a beautiful, peaceful, very human, touching game. I've only played it once. God of War Ragnarok was one of my favorite games from last year. I put probably 75 hours into this game. I did all of the side quests. I got all of the achievements, and I feel no need to return to that game anytime soon. But I adored it. A lot. And some games, they lose their punch, you know, they lose their oomph on subsequent playthroughs. The Outer Wilds is a game that is foundationally built upon your ignorance of the events unfolding around you. It is preying on your curiosity to explore, your want to unravel what is going on. So once you've pieced it all together, you can never experience the game the same way again. Yet, it's considered by many to be one of the greatest games ever made. But that true feeling you get from it only comes from the first time you play it. How about a game like Portal 2? Although it's witty and hilarious and effortlessly enjoyable, unless you're a speedrunner, what do you get from replaying Portal 2, right? You already know the jokes, you already know the puzzles. I mean, you already know the twists and the turns the game has made. You've probably heard the Portal songs a billion times. So why is it the highest rated game on all of Steam? Do you know why? I think I know why. Because it's fun. Because it's just fun. That is its replay value, being fucking fun to play. And sometimes you just want to play something fun again. Is that so hard to understand? Like, not every game needs to be replayed, but look, okay, here is my thesis paragraph. Everything written out for you to understand. If replay is built into the structure of a game, that is awesome. That just means there's more game for me to play. But please do not devalue a game because it is intended to be played once. Those are the games that often stick with you. Playing Iron Lung one time is all you need. And so at the end of the day, if a game is fun, you'll still probably end up replaying it because it's fun. And it's just fun to enjoy fun things. So if a game doesn't have replay value, that is okay, because if you enjoy that game, you're getting what's intended out of it. At least I think. I'm genuinely curious to hear what you guys think, because this is something that I've thought about for a long time. I don't immediately write off a game because there's no inherent replay value. I just like to experience different games and enjoy different things created by different people. So I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Please let me know. I genuinely love when I get to talk to you guys about different gaming things. Cthulhu, do you have anything to say before we go? I don't know what he said, but sure, I'll accept it.